Maurice? No,
Magnifico.
Magnifico.
Right? Yeah, I got
something
nothing.
like that. I don't even know if that's it. It's very unmemorable.
Magnifico. This movie was not Magnifico.
Yeah. What is it? I wish
Yeah.
this was a better movie.
You gotta do the cross your fingers and like you gotta squint your eyes real hard.
Make a better movie.
Yeah.
A better movie.
Yeah.
Disney wished Lin-Manuel was available to write
when she's
the
like
soundtrack.
singing on when she's doing like the hair flips and shit. She's like singing about the movie being better.
That's the parody. You make her like you make Kathleen Kennedy singing "Why isn't Lin-Manuel available to write the soundtrack?" Right? Because that's the problem. Welcome back to Coming This Summer. Disney's 100th celebration movie. The movie they pinned all their hopes and dreams on to give Disney back that
oomph. Yeah, that pizzazz.
More like
Welcome back to Coming This Summer. Oomph, more like AKA wishing for Lynn. Because hot damn, it is very noticeable when someone else writes Disney songs.
Hate on that guy all you want.
I do hate on him.
He can write a music soundtrack.
Yeah, he can. He's talented. He's talented as fuck. Yeah. I want to talk about right off the bat the songs. People usually don't even give a crap about the movie because the movie's the same as all the movies you've seen.
This was Jennifer Lee though. She's like Frozen. This was like the Frozen lady. And this is what we got. Those movies were better.
That's true.
Those songs were great.
Let It Go. The Others.
Even in the newer ones, they had like
the Weezer song.
They had a bunch of stuff. Like In the Woods was good.
That's what I mean.
This has nothing remarkable to me. And I know people in the comments are going, no, this song.
Okay.
There are a couple good ones, but they're not like you'll be singing for 4 months.
They're good in the movie.
Right.
They're good in the movie, but it's not like, I gotta go to Spotify and
we don't talk about
search
Bruno
up.
Was on the radio every other song.
That was on.
They did it at the Oscars. They did their own special to do it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying every movie needs that.
No, but
Beauty and the Beast.
This felt like it was swinging for that, though.
Quick, name a Beauty and the Beast song. Like Beauty and the Beast, the literal Taylor's
I don't know the
Oldest
names
Time.
of the
but
songs,
you can start singing
but
a song.
sure,
Little
yeah.
Mermaid, you could start naming.
She's
and
going
singing
around
a
the
song.
town and doing all the things.
Aladdin, you can name a song.
Yeah.
This movie, it's like, what did they? She
Thanks
sings,
I Get was good.
That's the best song.
Chris Pine's song was good.
That's the
Her
best
song when she's like singing about the wish is really good. Like when she's like on the tree, like and shit. When she like gets the star is really good. And then it goes into the sing
numbers though.
And then the animals start singing, and it's like I am off. You know.
Yeah, let's get into this a little bit.
Her song with Chris Pine at the beginning is like that's like 15 minutes into the movie.
The movie was 10 minutes too short, but
Really?
also paced too clunky where it felt long.
Okay, I did miss the first song, the Rosas Town song, the Encanto
you came
song.
in like halfway through the song, you said, right?
Yeah, I walked in, they were singing and dancing, and then I'm like, oh crap, it's in 3D, and then they didn't give me my 3D glasses, so I left, got the 3D glasses, and by the time I came back, I'm like, that's the song, and I'm like, shit.
It just it felt like I want to redo a cut for a short where the words are just like generic Disney song. We're doing a generic
this is
Disney
the
song.
town we're gonna be set in for the movie.
That's
yeah.
it. Like in Kanto, you felt like
there's these
instantly
people
part
and
of the
those
family.
people and these people too.
It was just like and they tell it's literally in Kanto. It's beat for beat. She's singing. She's putting arms around people. She's like, "This is the town."
But that song's good. Where Stephanie Beatrice is even singing at the start of Encanto,
though, and you're hooked.
Yeah,
you're in the movie.
And I'm like,
the first 20 minutes of this movie, I'm telling you, Mike, I did not bring my boys to see this, and I'm glad I didn't because
did they not want to go?
No.
Okay.
They're both like, we don't do princess movies, Dad. And I'm like, well, technically, it's not a princess movie.
Yeah, tell them I went. But I saw it real quick, 3D, not 3D, which is I would definitely recommend go seeing it in 3D because it was pretty cool.
It wasn't in IMAX, but I was in the biggest theater.
They put the 3D in the smallest theater for some reason.
Let's talk about the animation before we get too much in the plot.
Okay, so that's songs. Yeah, that's pretty much
very let down.
Yeah. Yeah, no songs really stood out.
That was my biggest problem of the movie. Is
Chris Pine's song and her Wish song when she's getting the stars. That was the highlights. The end song and the Talking with the Animals song, like none of that really worked.
When they all sing the "If I What I Know Now" song, I don't like, and I'll get into the reason
that one's not good either.
Why that there's some because
that's exposition
exposition problems in this movie. The animation though, I want to say, the beginning of the movie is gorgeous. They went for this. Hey, remember when we used to do 2D? We remember. But we're not going to do that. But we're going to do like this 2D filter that's like better than a cell shading thing, but yet weird also.
Some of the like deep backgrounds were that like almost Bambi level, like just one flat painting.
It looked good.
Yeah, especially in 3D, you could tell where it like had depth, and then where it just like
that.
went flat, and it's like okay,
The
looks
grandpa
really
looked
cool.
amazing too. By the way, I don't know why he got rendered out better than anybody else.
The one
in
with the
entire
guitar
movie.
wish?
Her
Yeah.
grandpa. Yeah. He looked like he was from a different movie almost because he was so vivid and 2D yet in a 3D world. She didn't look perfect to me, which was weird.
She looks fine in like the posters and stuff, but when she's like
her animation
moving,
was a little wonky. The mom looked like Elena of Avalor, and I know these Disney Junior shows because I have little kids, but it looked like the you know what I mean, like the cheap CG.
You say that? I didn't even watch Disney Junior shit. It looked like a Disney Junior thing. When they're like in the kitchen with like some of the friends, it looks like a Disney Junior.
That's what I'm
scene.
saying. Like,
yeah,
parts of it look theatrical and amazing, and you're like, this is breathtaking animation. And then parts of it, you're like,
what is happening?
Oh
what am
my
I
God.
watching? Yeah, but when they're like doing magic and like at the end when like Magnifico's doing his thing, like that looks really good. Yeah, but when it's just like these characters on like a flat kitchen background where it's all this like kind of desaturated like,
and again, I know we're nitpicking right now,
pastel colors with like these like characters with no fucking shading on them, just like on the background.
This is supposed to be
like,
Disney's like.
What's
They're doing
happening?
like the old style mixed with the new style, and it's like
which I get
because they've maxed out their old 3D, so they're trying to give us something new.
They're feeling
as
it
a
out.
heritage to the old stuff, and I like that they took a chance.
But this wasn't the movie to take a chance on.
But maybe it should have
I think.
cooked for another year or two on the animation side.
Make shorts. Do shorts like that.
Seriously.
And then perfect it on the shorts end. Don't make a
Why
feature-length film with new animation.
Not until it's ready.
And then have people go like,
It reminds me a lot of Meet the Robinsons, and I'm serious about that because I mean, like they're like, we're doing 3D, guys, and then you're like, back then you're like, not too bad, but now you go back and go, oh my god, holy god,
I love Meet the Robinsons as a kid, but you don't know. It's like
it's like not a good looking
movie.
movie.
Like, wow, I want to live there.
And that's what this feels like. If they continue this style going forward, I'm all about it because in another 3 or 4 movies, it'll look amazing.
I would take start remastering movies, not live action, but with this, like Princess and the Frog, with this animation would be like, oh
yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. Careful, they're brighten.
I'd be okay with that. I'd be okay with that. I'm like, if they can fucking perfect it and actually give people like proper lighting and proper shading, like the Friends. Can we talk about the Friends who are like, there's weird things in this movie where there's nods.
And we're only nitpicking because it's obvious. Like even as just like a casual viewer, you're gonna be like, whoa. Some people, the Friends look. They don't even look. They don't have the 2D thing on them at all.
They
like the little dude,
I don't know what happened.
Just looks like he's like right out of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
I know.
And he has no 2D shading for some reason.
He has no shading, no lighting, and it's like, what happened? Why does he look like a 2D image even though it's supposed to be 3D? And like, was that on purpose?
Yeah, they're all supposed to be like a collective of different animated people that come to this city. Because I know there's all these Easter eggs, but
they're Easter eggs, and all the Friends are Easter eggs. It's like one's supposed to be Dopey, who's just like really. He's basically Fred
one's
from
Dopey,
Big Hero
grumpy,
6.
You know, the little guy's supposed to be like grumpy or
and
whatever.
Sneezy.
Yeah.
Like one's sneezing all the time,
time.
and then one's like. The one is just like real sad all the time. Is like, are they supposed to be? This is the thing. There were supposed to be like 7 dwarves. They're not.
There's
like,
7 friends.
But there was not like, just do that.
I know.
Just do that. Then, if you're gonna do it, there's like a scene later, and we're not like spoiling, but there's all these Easter eggs to Disney movies where it's like
all of them.
A bear shows up and a deer shows up, and the deer goes, "Thanks for not eating me, John," and the bear wraps his arm.
Bambi.
No problem, Bambi. And it's like, is that supposed to be Little John from Robin Hood, and that's Bambi? And then like Thumper, is there like doing his thing? Like, but if you're not doing that explicitly, going like do that, make it a part of the plot
because
somehow.
Disney's been connecting all of their princess and magic movies into one universe. Like at the beginning of Frozen, like Tangle are there, or at the end or whatever, the Tangle people. So this is all supposed to be. They're building this big Disney cinematic.
The Tarzan thing is supposed to be the parents of the whatever Frozen people. Yeah,
so
there's all this connected universe.
Like,
so it's like, but you're not like doing that though.
But what is this movie?
I know.
And in 90 minutes, guys, like this is one of those rare exceptions where I'd say we needed a 2-hour animated movie, because if you're doing the 100-year anniversary thing and you're putting 73 movies into your thing worth of Easter eggs.
But you're not, though. It should have been either all of them or none of them. And if it was all of them,
but I think it is
do all
There's
of
so
them.
many shoved in the background.
There's so many Mickeys, and I know.
And again,
the talking mice, Cinderella.
The movie is
like
95 minutes. This movie's 10 minutes shorter than Encanto. And I'm telling you, I had an argument with a couple people already going, how much would 10 minutes make a difference? I'm like, immensely.
In an animated movie?
Immensely.
A lot. You could have spent
The
way less
family.
time in the friends in the kitchen.
Given the family, then you would have cared even more about the grandpa and the mom. And maybe give a little backstory more than the dad just died. And I'm going to talk about it. I'm sad, but I'm not going to give you any details as to why I'm sad. Any 10 more minutes
Now I'm
going to
sing.
save the movie.
What?
Now, let's give scores because I want to nitpick the shit out of a couple things.
Okay, so we did songs, we did animation, and we did plot and Easter eggs. Now we can give scores, okay? Yeah. I'm going to give it, because I did like the animation and it looked killer in 3D. I can see like it looking like a nightmare in not 3D
it
animation.
does look like it should not have been released in anything but like IMAX 3D.
IMAX 3D.
That's it.
Yeah. I'm like, I can't imagine watching this and it looking like just flat and not getting any of like the actual depth.
It's jarring.
I would recommend like when stars on screen like flying around in 3D.
Which, hold
it's
on,
like
we didn't
really
mention
cool.
that. And I don't know how we skipped the star character without spoiling.
The star character.
There's a star. That's I mean, you've seen a little bit in
to
the
sell
trailer.
toys and plushies.
But they didn't. It's the cutest damn thing you've ever seen, and the fact that the marketing didn't go, "Hey, look at this. Just go see this."
Just that.
Minions got it down. Hey, cute yellow things that
Minion.
talk. Holy shit, $400 million.
Showed up in the Scott Pilgrim show. They're everywhere, man. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
So what?
Fucking yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Scores. I'm probably gonna give it. I'm probably at. I don't want to give it a 7 out of 10 because I don't think it deserves that. I think I'm gonna give it like a 6.5 maybe out of
Ooh,
10.
okay.
You know, because I did appreciate they like. It is Moana, and then like
It's Encanto and Moana. Yeah.
at the end it like diverts and it becomes
The
like
end
its
is
own
great.
thing.
The end
yeah.
is great. And
Yeah.
The end really saves the movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Where the whole town's like fighting and it's like, oh yeah, I'm kinda into this, you know? All right, score.
I didn't think you'd give. I thought you'd give it way higher than that. Honestly,
I couldn't give it I don't think I could have given it a 7. Out of like and like 3D can't like impact my score, you know?
No,
so
I'm torn because I have a lot of issues with certain parts of the movie, but some parts I really like. I'm gonna give it a 6.3.
okay. Yeah. Yeah, which isn't negative.
No, I don't hate the movie, and I know certain people watching this are going, "I'm gonna get murdered," and that's fine. That's fine.
I'll overdub it where you say 9. I got you.
Thank you.
Don't worry.
Okay, so we're gonna get a little spoilery here. So turn off now.
So that's our scores.
That's your
Go see the
scores.
movie
I'm
if
gonna
you
get
care.
into-
Preferably in 3D if you can.
I would see it in 3D.
3D.
I would
They have
absolutely
at
see it in 3D.
AMC. They have the star in a little clear like popcorn
that's kinda
bucket,
cool, and
and
it's
it looks
yellow from the
it looks
popcorn.
dope.
Okay.
And I'm like,
Okay.
fuck.
All right. That's pretty good. That's pretty good marketing.
Dang it.
Where's the marketing been?
Yeah.
Okay, my biggest problem with this movie is the first 20 minutes. It is a grind.
See, I walked in after the song.
You
so
are
what's
so
af-
lucky.
Okay.
It's just like setup. It's just pure like
See, and I'm not cutting you off, but you say setup, and that makes me think because people are probably like, this dude skips fucking 10 minutes of every goddamn movie. No, because every movie is the same, and we're writing geniuses, so we got it down. Beginnings
I didn't
of
say
every
it.
movie are like, here's the deal, this is what's going on, here's your world, here's the characters.
okay, and you're right, but this was like
Song.
fart song, right? Flat. The song is so like
Is the song the start of the movie, the very
pretty
beginning?
much,
I walked in
yeah.
right after the song
Yeah.
then. Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty much the
Okay.
Oh no, okay. The beginning opens with the book.
That's
Once
right.
upon a time in the land of Asha or whatever, or I don't remember.
Rosas?
Rosas, and then the girl
Asha.
was Asha, and the wife was Asa. Or, like they were all like close to the same name.
Sure.
So the book does like the Shrek style thing that Shrek used to parody, and then it goes
Where he rips out
into
the page. Yeah.
like, and then they made the town, and then it comes into the do like but the song is just meh.
It's like, this is our town.
It's very chorus heavy too. So it's not like Encanto where you're like kind of following a thread and she's kind of like doing this thing. She'll sing a thing and then like it's like super muddy chorus and like, what are they saying? Like it's so not, you know what I mean? It's not like it doesn't hook you. So you get through this first 10 minutes of like whatever, right? The storybook thing you've seen a million times.
Sure.
Then you get this song that doesn't do anything, and then it's forced exposition. Like, it's going to be my 18th birthday soon, and I don't want to give my wish away, but you have to give your wish away. But and then they go like real, and then like
And we got to meet the friends, and this friend is
and it's
like mad about everything.
hyperdrive, and I'm like,
yeah.
we got your interview today. We got to do this thing, and then you're right, and then before you know it, you're 25 minutes into the movie, and she's singing a duet with the king, who she's never met before.
Just met.
And she wants to be the apprentice.
Just met. Yeah.
And she feels so emboldened that she's like a complete dick to him.
Yeah.
Not that he's a good guy, but she's like, you suck at your job. Why are you doing this? You shouldn't be doing this. And he's like,
what the fuck? What do you
who
know?
are you? So already, you know what I mean? And then finally the movie does get good when the middle goes and like the plot hatches, which is a really thin.
She wants the wishes of her grandfather and mom, right?
Because to not have the wishes leaves a hole in your heart. And that's
So
the
the
whole
king
plot.
takes the wishes from you, and it makes you forget what your true wish is.
Because having that on your mind is a burden.
So because if you can't complete it, then you'll just be stressing about it. So give it to me, I'll keep it. And then if I choose you, Pokemon, you get your wish granted. And then they go, oh my God, this is exactly what I wanted. How'd you know? Thank you so much with your magical divine power for giving me truly what I wanted.
I totally
when
forgot,
it's like, you wanted that all along, and like all the king is doing is just
that
he's not
aspect,
they're not wishes, he's just like taking a memory basically. Like
he's screwing them so they never leave. So
Right.
they know they want to be here because they can get the thing back.
They can get the thing that they
gave away.
Supply and demand.
The plot is good. But
Yeah.
they get there
He's
at 1,000 miles per hour.
Killer bad guy.
I
Yeah.
loved Chris Pine.
He was amazing. Yeah.
But once you finally get rolling, the movie gets better, but the plot is so flimsy. Like the wife, who's like clearly a nice person, turns a blind eye, the queen,
yes.
100 times, and then sings this big song about how if she had only known.
Yeah, there's the magic evil book, the Darkhold, sitting in the
She
king's
refuses
chambers.
to get rid of,
right?
which is red flag.
And he goes to use it, and the queen's like, no, you can't. You mustn't. You promised you never wouldn't. You mustn't use the Darkhold. And he's like, just a little bit. And she's like, no, because you're already doing this thing, so you can't go
Yeah,
further.
you're already being a dick and doing terrible
So it's
things.
like she knows
knows.
already. So like 30 minutes later, when they're singing they're singing a song about a rebellion, and they're all like, hi ho, hi ho.
That song when she sends the talking mouse over. It's saying like, you once told me that the people are more important than the position. It's like, so she's already like, hey, I know that
I know
you
you
are
know.
screwing up.
I know you know.
But then it's like,
Yeah.
so you
And then
already-
why are you singing a song about it and like act like you're
That's when
turning?
Stop the movie. What are you doing?
What are you
You
doing?
don't get to sing this song. You don't
No.
get to sing this song. You
Yeah,
can help.
where's the like grumpy who's like mad about everything, going like, you were on his side for like, oh, but we're singing a song, so we just wanted whoever plays her to
ridiculous is
join
that
in
part,
on the
though,
chorus.
By the way, when they sing, they go full like Broadway, and they all pose at the end, and they're all breathing hard. And
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck just
What's
happened?
happening? What's happening? I hate when they like go into like they actually sang it in the world, and then like Chris Pine and Asha, did they actually sing the song like together at the beginning? Because that doesn't make any sense for the fucking plot. So it's like they don't set up that like we're a musical land, and we like to sing, and all of us
She only
sing.
sings when she wants to sing.
Like Encanto is like, oh, maybe her power is like singing and inspiring people what they really want to be doing.
Right, she's like an airhead who sings in Encanto.
Right.
And even though they don't take her seriously, it's kind of like that is her narrative and how she
It's like
moves
helping.
everything forward.
Right.
Even though they think she's a psycho joke.
But it's working,
But
though, but they don't know it.
Right.
This was like, I sing because Disney.
Yeah. Now
What?
singing all your
Remember
wish,
when we did
your
that?
heart will work now. And now you're all stars. Even though the star
You're a
that
star.
refused to give anybody powers or wishes decided, you know what? You all get powers now. And you know what I mean? Like, the movie was just clunky. It's fine as a kid's movie, and I'm just disappointed in Disney that this, like, you know what would have made a better celebration of their thing? I don't know. Encanto being this year releasing
Do a
instead.
Mickey Mouse movie.
But like anything they released in the last 5 years was
That's
better
true.
than this minus Strange World.
I don't know why they're gonna try and do a live action movie because all that's Moana, because all that's gonna do is remind people.
This live action eventually.
Well, I know, but all Moana live action is gonna do is remind people that they just made that movie 5 fucking times since Moana now.
Yeah.
It's literally been every single movie has been
been.
Moana. The scene where she's like running, and like I can do it. I'm like, that's Moana. I'm like, that's the fucking scene. all this movie has different is Alan Tudyk can talk in this movie.
Hello,
And he can't
I'm
talk.
Alan
And he can't
Tudyk.
talk as the
Yeah.
chicken in fucking.
That's
Because he's Alan
finally got
Tudyk.
to talk.
I get to talk because they gave me lines because I couldn't just go in a fucking movie. Yeah.
In the last like however many Disney movies that have come out, I would say this is only better than, and I don't mean Pixar. I'm just talking Disney animation.
Sure.
This is better than Strange World.
It is.
This is better than Raya.
This
in
is
the
way
last
better
year.
than Raya. This at least followed a coherent plot
Right.
that I liked.
And
Yeah.
but Moana's better.
And the bad guy in this is
Encanto's
way better.
Yeah, Chris Pine does kill it.
I think the
And
bad guy
Ariana
is
DeBose is great.
the bad guy. Chris Pine, I think, is the best out of all those. I think he's better than Tikal or whatever. I mean, there wasn't really a
No, it
bad
was
guy.
like he was
in,
actually like a bad guy, which was nice to come back to have like a bad
like
guy.
a villain, like a
Yeah.
Maleficent, like a villain.
Yeah, and he like used her powers clearly, and so I mean, like, there was
Yeah.
some cool things. That's why I didn't like. I don't want trying to
a
crap on the
descendant,
movie.
maybe a brother, Maleficent, Magnifico.
Which
maybe
the movie ends with alluding to he is the mirror guy.
the man in the mirror. Yeah, we're in full spoiler territory now. If you forgot, or
Right,
I'm
yeah,
gonna have
please,
the chapter
yeah.
up like with the spoiler
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, so
And
people
then
know.
It alludes to the fact that
Asha
is
becomes the fairy
fairy
godmother.
In fact, they flat out go,
Which
"You're the
she's-
fairy godmother."
She's in like the blue
the whole movie,
so it's like I thought she was gonna get maybe like some wings,
right?
maybe like the hat.
So they do a little.
I don't know.
Somebody says
But she gets
bibbidi
the
or somebody
wand.
says bobbidi.
So they play like I'm pretty sure they play like chorus.
There's a bunch of musical chords throughout different movies
Of-
that are they do.
yeah.
And this is a lot of Cinderella. That's what I'm saying. To me, this felt like they're setting a
I
prequel
need
to the Disney
everything
universe.
though, and not even I don't need like Aladdin to go, hey Herc, in this movie. Like I need like magic carpet on the ground. It's
Okay.
just that pattern. You know what I mean?
But they
Statue
put-
of Hercules.
But they put that in one
like
of the other ones.
doesn't matter though. But if
Okay.
this movie is going to use all these Easter eggs and
That's
just
why I feel like this is the beginning,
that.
though. But you don't need to put everything in
man, why not? Right?
because but that would make sense if this is where
Gives new Rockstars content. Why not? They're
we're
fucking.
breaking down. Oh,
They're fucking starved over there. Fucking Eric
baby
is like,
Easter eggs.
we can't do Disney. We haven't done Disney before, but that fucking
How many Easter eggs are in that thing?
that movie. And then Easter eggs. How many Easter eggs? Top 70? I can fucking.
Yeah. It's
Man, that's our review for
Accurate.
Wish. You can. Yeah, we're done ripping.
yeah, we're gonna get hated on.
Yeah.
I don't know. People didn't like it that much though. So
Really? I
Yeah.
think it was way more memorable than Strange World. I don't know if I'll
Yeah.
watch it ever again, but it was more memorable.
I'll unfortunately see it. I'm sure multiple times. It's Black Friday. We
Because
gotta go to the store.
They're in like a super small town
Mhm.
because it's still set now,
Mhm.
but it's like, okay, I can understand why there's 10,000 people lined outside Right Mart. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it's nowhere.
It's
Plymouth.
it's like the only Walmart in
Right.
town, and they're gonna open up. So then they all
Right.
go off to that, and then it becomes a South Park skit where people are being trampled. They push the doors in,
It's literally the South Park skit. Yeah.
and you're like,
it's-
oh, we're gonna get like you said, we're gonna get like people are trapped in the store, people are getting murdered to buy things. It's gonna be that movie, and it's not that movie.